I charged my 4 best friends $75 a head to attend my wedding. Cash or transfer, due at the door, no exceptions. And one of them actually tried to pay with a coupon she made herself. Am I the asshole? Oh, you need the whole decade of context. Pour something. Let's go. I'm Priya, 32. Senior year of college, 5 broke best friends crammed into one terrible apartment with one working burner, and we made a pact. We called it the Forever Fund. Whenever one of us got married, the other 4 would each chip in. Real money, few $100 each, to cover something big for the wedding. Dress, venue deposit, honeymoon flights, whatever the bride needed most. We shook on it. Kelsey, remember the name Kelsey? Literally wrote it on the back of a pizza box and made us all sign it. I know. Legally airtight. And here's the thing, the pact worked. Beautifully. For everyone but me. Kelsey got married first, at 25. I sent $600, covered her flowers, and I did her makeup trial for free because I'm good at it. And I love her. Loved her. Tense is doing heavy lifting in this story. Dana got married at 27. $600 from me, plus I hosted the bridal shower at my apartment, which, if you've ever hosted a bridal shower, is a part-time job with hummus. Mo, 29. Destination wedding, Mexico. My contribution, $500 cash, plus flights, plus the resort. I dipped into an emergency fund for that one. But hey, the pact's the pact, and my turn was coming. Steph, 30, $650 because there was inflation now, which, fine. Fair. Inflation is real. Remember that Steph said that. Inflation being real becomes very important later. Grand total over 5 years, roughly $2,400 in packed money, plus showers, plus Mexico, plus about 900 hours of listening to seating chart meltdowns. And I did it all happily. That's the part that still gets me. I was happy to do it, because I knew my people had my back. So, last year, I get engaged to Dev. Love of my life, terrible at parallel parking, otherwise flawless. And I'm excited to send the group chat the news, because, and I'm embarrassed to admit how much I'd thought about this, it was finally my turn. I posted the ring. The chat went wild. Champagne emojis. And then I wrote, playfully, keeping it light, Forever Fund, ladies. The pizza box has been activated. Silence. You know that group chat silence? Where you can hear 4 people typing and deleting? Then Kelsey, pizza box author, first and largest beneficiary, replies, OMG, LOL. Honestly, I thought the fun kind of concluded. We were babies when we made that pact. It doesn't really make sense now that we're all in different financial seasons. Financial seasons. Kelsey, you have a boat. It's a small boat, but you have a boat. Dana chimes in, totally agree, things are tight. Daycare is crazy. Mo, I feel like gifts should come from the heart, not a formula. A formula? The formula that flew me to Mexico, Mo? And Steph, Inflation Steph, said, and I will be quoting this at her funeral, I don't think anyone should feel obligated to fund someone else's party. Someone else's party? $2,400, 4 bridesmaid dresses, and a hummus catastrophe later. Someone else's party. I didn't reply for 3 days. Not out of strategy. I just kept opening the chat and closing it, doing that thing where your thumbs hover and your whole chest hurts. Dev found me staring at a pizza box photo I'd kept, because of course I'd kept a photo, and he said gently, Babe, they told you who they are. You can be sad about it, or you can plan accordingly. So I planned accordingly. And before anyone asks, yes, I gave them an off-ramp. One more after the 3 days. I wrote one message just to Kelsey, the Pact Zone author. I'm not asking anyone for $600, but it hurt to watch the fund die the day it reached me. Even $50 each as a gesture would mean the world. You know what Kelsey replied? A single heart emoji. Not even the full-size one. The tiny reaction heart you tap when you want a message to go away. 2 weeks later, she posted a photo from a wine tasting captioned, "Treat yourself, life is short." The tasting cost $90 a ticket. I checked. Of course I checked. Checking things was apparently my role in this friendship. That reaction heart is what bought the calligraphy pen. I want history to record that. We budgeted the wedding for what we could afford. Small venue, garden, gorgeous. And then I sent out invitations. Everyone got the normal, beautiful invitation, except 4 people. Kelsey, Dana, Mo, and Steph received a special edition. Same lovely cardstock. But where everyone else's said "reception to follow," theirs said, "in elegant calligraphy, because if you're going to be petty, be gorgeous about it." Admission, $75 per person. As we're all in different financial seasons, attendance is a formula, not an obligation. Gifts from the heart accepted at the door. The Forever Fund Collections Department. Every word recycled from their own texts. I want that noted for the record. I wrote nothing original. I just held up their greatest hits. The group chat detonated. Kelsey called it cruel and transactional. Transactional! Dana sent a voice memo crying. Mo said I'd weaponized a technicality, which is rich coming from a woman whose wedding required my passport. And Steph made a coupon. She actually mocked up a little coupon that said, one free wedding admission, redeemable for bestie loyalty. She thought it was an olive branch. Dev laughed so hard he had to leave the room. I'll admit it was a little funny. It was also $75 short. And yes, there was a door. An actual admissions table at my actual wedding. Dev's teenage cousin ran it like a tiny box office, complete with a cash pouch and a hand-lettered sign that said, "Forever Fund Settlement Desk, 4 accounts outstanding." He took the job extremely seriously. He offered receipts. 2 of my aunties tried to pay just to be part of the bit, and he turned them away. "Ma'am, your account is in good standing." And honestly, that kid deserves his own channel. And I need to tell you about the moment at the reception, because it's the moment I'd keep if I could only keep one. During toasts, Dev stood up, raised his glass, and said, completely deadpan, to a garden full of people who mostly had no idea what was going on, "I'd like to thank the Forever Fund, of which my wife is the sole surviving member in good standing." And across the garden, Mo, who had paid at the door 2 hours earlier, raised her glass and yelled, "Worth every penny!" And the whole table of aunties cheered without knowing why, and for 1 second, the whole ridiculous war was just funny. That's the thing about Mo. She did the crime, but she also does the time with style. Here's what happened. Dana paid. Quietly, immediately, plus extra, with a long letter that made me cry. She wrote that she'd told herself, things are tight. So many times she'd stopped noticing the tightness only ever applied to other people's turns, and that she was ashamed it took an invoice to see it. No buts anywhere in that letter. She danced at my wedding till her feet bled. Mo paid at the door like it was a cover charge and spent the night calling it the world's prettiest toll booth, which honestly, fair. Steph came, paid, and we're rebuilding. Slowly. Kelsey didn't come. She told the whole extended friend group I'd sold tickets to my own wedding like a carnival, and you know what? Look me in the eye. I did. I 100% did, and the carnival was lovely. She also, and this is the detail that tells you everything, mailed back her invitation, torn in half, with a sticky note that said, "I hope this was worth it." No return of my $600, mind you. The flowers I bought her still exist in her wedding album. I exist in her story now as the villain who asked to be treated the way she demanded to be treated. Wild how that works. The friend group, for what it's worth, split about 70-30 in my favor. And the 30% all have one thing in common, which is that none of them ever paid into a forever fund. Now, the verdict debate. And I'll be fair, because there's a version of this where I'm the villain. The case against me. 2 wrongs don't make a right. A wedding is hospitality. You don't invoice guests. And turning your own reception into a point-of-sale system to teach a lesson is arguably choosing spite over closure. I could have simply uninvited them or invited them and let their absence of a gift speak for itself and kept my dignity at altitude. My own mother, who is firmly Team Priya, still said, "Beta, you got your justice, but you spent your wedding day keeping score." That one sat with me a long time, and I'd be lying if I said it didn't sting, because it's a little true. There was a settlement desk at my wedding, with a cash pouch. But the case for me, the pact wasn't a vibe. It was a decade of my actual money and actual labor, honored in full by exactly one member, me. They didn't outgrow the pact. They outgrew it the day it stopped paying them. I offered the $50 off-ramp and got a reaction heart. And every word on that invoice was theirs. I didn't burn the friendship down. I just handed back the matches and asked what they were for. One last thing for the 22-year-olds watching who have their own pizza box somewhere. I'm not going to tell you not to make the pact. Make the pact. The pact was beautiful. 5 broke girls promising each other a future is one of the best things I've ever been part of. Just know that a pact is only as good as its last turn. And if you're the responsible one, the organized one, the one who always shows up, check where you fall in the rotation. Because the people who collect early have a funny way of discovering financial seasons right before it's time to give back. So, NTA or YTA? Was the $75 door charge justice with calligraphy? Or did I turn my own wedding into small claims court? Comment your verdict, tell me if you'd have paid at the door or turned around, and subscribe to the Audacity files, because next week's story involves a man, a boat, and yes, it might be Kelsey's boat. I'm kidding. Probably.